it's AAB Physio. Today we are going to talk about lower back pain relief exercises, which are stretching exercises. You definitely heard about them. So stretching exercises are extremely important. Now I'm going to really briefly list all of these essential benefits of those exercises so that you understand the mechanism. Because if you understand the mechanism, you can also better understand the reason why you should do it on a daily basis. So let's start with the first one. It's circulation. When the muscle is tightened, the circulation and the blood flow is pretty bad. So when we do stretching exercises, blood flow improves. Second thing is we also improve range of motion, and because we improve range of motion, our muscles and joints, they start working how it's supposed to physiologically be, right? And third thing, we improve posture. Of course we improve posture because when we improve range of motion, we can also, our posture goes back to normal. So for example, let's imagine I have round shoulders, which means I have shortened chest muscles and very prolonged shoulder muscles and also thoracic muscles. So in this case, we would need to stretch the chest ones, and by that we will also allow muscles to go back to normal, right? And the fourth thing, which is the reason why we're here, is it reduces lower back pain. All of these benefits that I listed before, they are all contributing to lowering back pain. Additionally also to endorphins. This is one thing that is also important to know, that when we stretch muscles, endorphin is also released, and endorphin is actually a contributor of lowering pain. In our case, lower back pain. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the first exercise, child's pose. This is the most common exercise which is done for reducing lower back pain. So you start with a position on all fours. When you reach that position, you go slowly with your hips and with your back or on the heels. So try to sit down on the heels, and with your back, shoulders and arms, go as far as you can further. You have to sit on your heels while pushing with your hands away. If you have any issues with your hips, you can spread them wider, and it's going to make it easier in that way. If this position, this classic child's pose, is not really for you, then, and it's not that comfortable, then place a pillow just in front of you and lean on the pillow and hold that from 30 seconds to 1 minute. Let's move to the next exercise, which is called Piriformis stretch. This exercise is especially important because we stretch gluteal muscles and also we stretch piriformis, and both of these contribute to tightening the lower back. Okay, let's start. So first of all, you're gonna lie down on your back. Place both of your feet on the surface, like that, flat. Then go with your right leg over your knee, so over your right knee. Try to still be careful that no curve here appears, so maybe try to go with your belly button a little bit inside, and even this position is already good enough. But of course, if you can go further, you'll go further. So next step would be that you take your hands, place on your thigh under your left knee, and move towards yourself like this. This exercise is extremely good because it allows all the piriformis muscle and gluteus muscle to be stretched. Hold it from 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then change the leg and do the other side. Let's start with the next exercise, which is called cat-cow position. You will need to get on all fours. After you do so, make sure that you have your knees hip width apart. Okay, now that we are on this position, we will go with our belly upwards towards our spine, and with our head as down as we can. And now hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. After that, we will go with our belly as low and spine as low as we can, and with our head as up as we can. We hold it 5 to 10 seconds. And then repeat. Let's go to the next exercise, which is hamstring stretch. Why it's important to stretch hamstring is because this muscle, hamstring, is usually when we sit, and which is most likely all the time, gets kind of shrink. So it is always in this short position. That's why it's important that we stretch this muscle to actually prolong it. Okay, so let's start with this exercise. Here you will need some TheraBand, any towel, anything that you will help with. Really not necessarily what tool you use. The most important that it is the best for you. And so let's start with the exercise itself. First of all, you're going to lie on your back. Go with your belly a little bit inside so that you reduce your curve here. Then you will go with your TheraBand around your feet and pull with TheraBand as much as you can toward chest, while also going with your leg up and straightening it. Here it's important that you do it while having your leg straight. Hold it for 30 seconds, even up to 1 minute. This exercise is usually quite difficult to do. That's why I advise some kind of TheraBand or any towel so that you help yourself with. Let's move to our next stretch. Okay, so this stretch requires you to be on the back. So lie down on the back like that. After, you will place both of your hands behind your head like that. Be careful here that you have your hands and your elbows always all flat on the floor. After that, we will go with both bent knees on the right side, like this. Okay, good. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. As I said, make sure that you have your elbows and hands on the floor. After that, you will move to another side. Here, it's extremely important that you feel the stretch. Usually, it's the opposite side of where you go. So here, we are doing this stretch of this part. And in that case, we were doing here. So depending on what side you have back pain, so lower back pain, you can stretch that side. Here are the top 5 stretching exercises for releasing lower back pain. If you like the video, you can like, comment and follow for more useful videos on my channel. Bye. Take care of yourself.